What's up? This is your Turk Vinc3nt. One responsible for that bomb ass sex meat shop. Anyways, this is behind the music. To start talking about my influences come from different places. My influences come from, a whole bunch of other things. I've obviously rap influences would be like Scarlord, Slan, Moxo Cram, Eminem, Wu-Tang Clan, Nelly. That stuff has probably influenced the lyrical part of my music. My rap kind of music is actually metal rap kind of, and the metal stuff would be like the stuff that everyone would listen to. Metal like Slipknot, Papa Roach, Linkin Park, but Metallica, Korn, and then there's even metal stuff that I actually personally like that not everybody is on board with, or not everyone understands, and I even get judges for this. But stuff like Demo Borger is one of them, as you see me wear a shirt on my Instagram about it, which I really just mostly like the theater. Plus, I work out a lot. I go to the gym, when I'm not busy, when I'm not working, or when I'm not taking care of business, and I got a little time to hit the gym, and I got a full tank in my car, I hit the gym, and I need something that's more heavy and that gets me pumped up, and Demo Borger fulfills that satisfaction. But most of my music comes from my moods too, as well. I've also fell in love with bands like the Mexican metal band El Nino, if anyone's ever heard of that, because I listened to them when I bought the Resident Evil 1 soundtrack, the Resident Evil movie, the first movie soundtrack, and then I heard their songs, and I looked up on Google and YouTube, and I was like, this stuff's good. It gravitates toward me. So, I've listened to that, and that's, like I said, I listen to stuff that most people wouldn't understand. My rap tastes, people would look at me like, okay, yeah, this is you. But I don't understand the European metal stuff like Demo Borger or the Mexican metal band known as El Nino, but you'll be surprised. I've even known girls that look like the typical prep type of girls, the normie type of girls that are into some of the same music I'm into. You'll be surprised that there's more people into your favorite scene. There's more people in your favorite scene than you realize, so, don't always judge just by appearances, But yeah, it's been a mixed match of rap and metal, but that's kind of where I got the whole kind of music thing, as well. As a kid, I grew up in a strict Christian Jehovah's Witness environment, so I didn't get to do Christmas or birthdays for a while, or Halloween for almost half my life. So I've been sheltered as a kid. Of course, I've been to a lot of places. I lived in Des Moines, Missouri, Texas, Kansas, and different areas too, so I moved around a whole lot until I got to the final place that I'm at right now. I've also been through junior college too, didn't work out, and really it was my fault because I took 6 classes and worked 2 jobs, and don't overexert yourself. Do what you can do. Stay at your own pace. Stay at your own level. If you don't stay at your own level, then you're doomed to fail. Keep your pace. It's like when you go to the gym and lift. Don't try to lift the heaviest weight. Lift what you can do and build up to it. It's the same thing in life. I try to compete with my best friend, which he's kind of like a brother to me, the guy who runs JTS and Productions. He's like a brother to me. I try to compete with him when it came to classes and stuff, and well, it just didn't work. And I'm still kind of competitive. Now I'm trying to compete with my cousin Game Over Continue So it's been a mismatch of me trying to compete and prove, and it's mostly friendly competition. But just remember that you don't have to compete in every area in every direction. Some directions you could just it's most effective. Be your own person. Be who you really are. You know, don't feel sorry for being who you are, because who you are is more important than what people think, and then what people think of you. Because living in Kansas is a very judgmental place. I haven't lived in no harsh places like any places like crime areas. I lived in the hood for a little bit though, but after that, a little bit of the hood, moving, and of course that's when I was a kid. You know, people in Kansas are very judgy and preachy. They feel like if you're slightly different than they are, then they isolate you. And when they isolate you, it sucks. But that's just the byproduct of what Kansas is. Because most of it, we just really, our states just turned blue. So it might change, but it's mostly a strict Christian upbringing of people. So people are a little bit judgy and preachy. If you go out like wearing like a metal shirt or something like that, you'll be judged or something like that. It's really fuck. It's really fuck. In high school, I used to get bullied a whole lot. Now I did become popular, but for 1 year. And the only reason why I became popular is because I was a smart kid. Because I did I did all the popular kids' homework, so I got special privileges, such as going to popular kid parties, which I went to one. It wasn't my scene, and it really wasn't, because when I was a teenager, all I wanted to do was set the Yu-Gi-Oh table and play Yu-Gi-Oh. As a matter of fact, this is when I started trying to actually compete in Yu-Gi-Oh card tournaments too, because that's just what I was. I was a nerd. I was kept to myself, nerdy. But the popular kids were making fun of me behind my back. The only reason why I got to go to their parties, is because I did their homework. Because one thing I wasn't focused on the bullies. I wasn't focused on social, on trying to become like in a social hierarchy. I was worried about getting my ass out of school. I didn't really like high school, so you know what? If I didn't like something, I'd try to get through it. Did all the homework, did everything in my power to pass. Because that's how you get out of that situation. That's the only way to get out of being bullied in high school, was to just do your homework and do your schoolwork. 'Cause it'll go fast. It'll go fast, but you also gotta remember who your real friends are and who isn't. Popular kids, they ain't gonna care about you. They don't got your back, and you're never gonna see them after school. So there's a lesson for those people who care about that stuff. You're never gonna see that, But I was picked on because I was like kept to myself, awkward, didn't know how to talk to girls, bought Yu-Gi-Oh cards to the lunch table because I was playing with the Yu-Gi-Oh. I think there was a Yu-Gi-Oh team I had. It was the Shawnee Mission West Anime Club. We had like a team for Yu-Gi-Oh. Of course, I was kind of bad at Yu-Gi-Oh because I tried to play with the Blue Eyes deck, and the Blue Eyes deck in like 2006 or 7 wasn't that good. But I'm not here to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm just saying, I'm talking about my life and how I came to be. I never actually really wanted to be a rapper. I only started because I liked the scene that I was in. I liked listening to Zilla Kami, Scar-Lord, Slin, XXXTentacion, and I was just like, you know what? If they could do this, then why can't I do it? So I tried, and then I released the first EP with Sex in the Meat Shop, and surprisingly, people liked it. The only reason I hate the song, in all honesty, is I feel like it's more noise than it is a message. That's why I thought the reason why I really hate my music now is like, I feel like it's more noise than it is a message. I want to be able to do all. I want to be able to put a message. I want to be able to put actual content in there, because people want to listen to real content. They don't want to listen to just noise. I mean, that's mostly what I was making, this noise. It's like, I feel like that's what I was doing, is just producing noise. And granted, some of those artists don't really do anything but noise, but I want more. I want an artistry that's my own. I want to just be a copy of this person or copy of that person. I want something to be my own. That's why I want actual lyrics and actual content and metaphors in my music. Not just me screaming, but when I scream or rap, it's gotta have content and metaphors. It's gotta have all of that. Now it's but I honestly never really wanted to rap. I honestly never did. I just did because I enjoy the scene so much. I wanted to be part of that scene because I just loved it so much. But before all that, I think most of it, I ran a YouTube channel that did Final Fantasy videos just because I was really into the game, and it's a cool game series. Matter of fact, I even based my rap moniker Turk Vinc3nt off of Vincent Valentine from Final Fantasy VII. And the Turks, if you don't know what a Turk is, it's pretty much the Shinra FBI special forces kind of people. And Vincent Valentine used to be a Turk. But the reason why I took that character as my rap moniker is because I relate to the character so much. Like, he's my favorite character. He's like, I would actually go as far to say one day I actually want to be on Hooked on the Look for being the real Vincent Valentine. Like, because it's like I relate to that character. He's like a spirit animal thing because, I've been through horrible relationship problems with women before, But the difference is the women in my life they were horrible. They were just horrible human beings that, found ways to screw me over and get me in trouble and mess up my life. As for Lucretia, was actually sorry that she caused Vincent heartache. But other than that, I just feel, as a spiritual connection, and since now nerd culture is accepted now, having names like that isn't too far. And there's already a rapper called Kid Trunks, Kid Boo. Why can't we have a Turk Vinc3nt? But yeah, Vincent Valentine was always my favorite character. I own like several different merch of Vincent Valentine because I love the character, so that's where I got the moniker from. I really don't know what I want to do with my life. I'm kind of directionless, to be quite honest. I haven't had the best charm life. I was sexually assaulted in junior college by an aggressive 34-year-old Latina woman. My ex-girlfriend Mercy has, lied and slandered my name, and made me look like a horrible human being when I wasn't, just because I didn't want to stay with her. I didn't want to stay with her, so, I won't put the last name on here because it's like I don't want people to go and dox or troll her, but yeah, I'm just saying, it's like, yeah, I've had a pretty rough life, pretty much, most of my life. And really what it is that I have too many fake people in my corner. I have people that just use me, and, once they can't get anything out of me, they'll throw me away. I can't tell who's on my side and who's not, because I get people that use me and throw me away. But I've always lived on the poor financial end, I've always lived on the poor end of life, the food stamp life and all that. I know that life too well. So, I know that life, So, yeah. It's just, all that, inspired my music. You know, the popular song Sex to Me Shop is not what you think it is. It's actually about fighting your inner demons, pretty much. Sex to Me Shop's about fighting your inner dark desires that we human beings have to control ourselves, because, you know, we all have desires in us as human beings, and not to be biblical, but it causes us to commit horrible sins, so that's why you gotta constantly fight your dragon. So may the crystal be with you, and support Turk Vinc3nt music.